In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to add new users. You can add new user IDs for your employees in addition to the master ID, which is given when you start subscription. You can also set the settings of each ID individually, such as their authorization or allowed menus, and you can also limit menus they can access to or the range of the data each user can see. And also you can add an unlimited number of user IDs. So start by clicking on User Customization, User Setup, and Register User. Here you can register new users and also modify them later on. Click on New at the bottom, and a window appears where you can add a new user. For ID, you can enter in letters or numbers, and for password, you should enter in more than 8 characters in length using numbers and letters. Also, each user can change their own password themselves after logging in with their ID. And then enter in each user's name, mobile number, email addresses. So especially this email address, you need to fill in the accurate information since you're going to be using this email address when you forget your password, and get some help with that. And next, authorization settings. So if you go to default authorization drop box, you can select the default authorization for this ID. If it's all menu authorization, then you can enter anything. You can see, modify, and delete anything. And if you want to block the user from some specific menus, just click on that ID from the list and open the window for modification. And then use Menu Authorization Setup button to set the authorization of each particular menu. If you click on the arrow button next to each menu, you can see the sub-menus for that menu. And if you want to set the authorization for each individual menu, you can check in Individual Authorization checkbox. Or if you want to just follow the default authorization settings, then you can check in Authorization Group checkbox. Here we have 4 types of authorization setting options. First of all, read only means you can only see the menu and cannot enter in new information, nor modify or delete existing data. Enter plus read means you can see the menu, enter in new information, but you're not going to be able to modify or delete existing data. All authorization can do anything. They can enter, see, modify, and delete. And no authorization means you cannot access to the menu at all. And in the extreme right side, you can see Detail Authorization, where you can set up the main 4 types of authorization options in more detail. So in this way, you can set up individual authorization setting for each ID, and we recommend you to give each of your employee a separate user ID and manage their login history or slip history and all.